Lana Clarkson, born on April 5th, 1962, in Long Beach, California, was an actress and model whose striking beauty earned her a place in cult cinema during the 1980s. With her tall, statuesque frame and dramatic presence, she quickly became a familiar face in action and fantasy films. She starred in Deathstalker, 1983, and Barbarian Queen, 1985, both of which have since garnered a loyal fan base among lovers of B-movie fare. While these roles earned her recognition, they were far from the mainstream stardom she had dreamed of. Despite her early promise, Lana's career never fully blossomed, and she struggled to find substantial roles in Hollywood's highly competitive film industry. By the early 2000s, disillusioned with the lack of opportunities, she was working as a waitress at a restaurant in Hollywood, far from the glamorous life she had once hoped to lead. Lana's life took a tragic and chilling turn on the night of February 3rd, 2003. On that evening, she was invited to the mansion of the infamous music producer Phil Spector, who was known for creating the wall of sound technique in the 1960s. By then, Spector's once celebrated career had been marred by erratic behavior, reclusiveness, and a growing number of violent accusations. Lana had met Spector earlier that evening at a club, and after a brief conversation, he invited her to his home in Alhambra, California. However, what was supposed to be a casual meeting took a dark turn. After a short period of time at Spector's mansion, Lana decided to leave. She was found dead in the foyer of the house, having been shot in the mouth. Spector initially told authorities that Lana had committed suicide, claiming she had taken her own life in a moment of despair. However, the evidence contradicted his version of events. Lana's body was found seated with no gun in her hand and no gunpowder residue on her skin, which suggested she had not fired the weapon herself. The scene was inconsistent with a suicide, and Spector's strange, erratic behavior only heightened suspicions. As the investigation into Lana's death unfolded, more details emerged about Spector's troubled history. He had been involved in multiple incidents of violent behavior, particularly towards women. Phil Spector was charged with second-degree murder in the death of Lana Clarkson. His first trial, in 2007, ended in a mistrial due to a hung jury. In 2009, a second trial was held, where prosecutors argued Spector killed Clarkson in a violent rage, pointing to his history of aggression and the absence of evidence supporting suicide. Spector was ultimately convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 19 years to life in prison. He remained incarcerated until his death in 2021. Stay with me for more unbelievable crime cases based on real-life court documents. Never forget, criminals are living with us and crime is everywhere.